I'm sitting here with Russell J. Salvatore. We're sitting at one of the beautiful park benches here at his new Patriots and Heroes Park that he has put together for the town of Lancaster and the people of Western New York as a give back for his love and appreciation for all the success he had. Morning, Russ.
Hello, Charlie. How are you this morning? Charlie, I'm so excited. Yesterday at this time, we had nothing but mud, and we had about 15, 20 people, and we put the sod in, and we got grass, and it looks like this thing has been here for the last 10 years, and in one day, transferred this beautiful piece of dirt into a gorgeous-looking park. I'm so excited about it. I'm about 95% done. We're having some beautiful American flags made, which will be put on all the poles around there. And probably at the end of the month, I'm going to have a ribbon cutting and invite whoever would like to come out and just honor this beautiful park that we put together. I just can't believe it. It's like I don't know how to explain it. About 2 months ago, this thing was a big, ugly-looking field, and we made this area look so good. It's probably, the man upstairs blesses me. It's probably one of the nicest things I did, better than building a plaza or another building. And I hope everybody enjoys it as well as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. Thank you so much, Charlie. Why don't you take a view of the thing just so people can see what they can look if they take a ride out here. Thank you, Charlie.
Incredible how they lay this green turf at the Russell J. Salvatore Patriots and Heroes Park. It's amazing. By the end of the day, this is going to all be green. And these fellas are all working diligently hard for the general. He's out here supervising every day. Boy, is he excited to see this come to fruition. It's just mind-boggling to see how quickly and how fast. Here I am with the chairman, as today is D-Day, sod day.
Hello, Charlie. Good morning. It's our big day today. It's so interesting to see this big acre and a third of land that's all dirt will become instant park by 5 o'clock tonight. Charlie, this is the grass that's going in. Look at the thickness on it. They've got it in rolls. You'll be able to show the people on Facebook on how easy it is to go in. But there'll be like about 30 guys out here putting all this here beautiful sod and the grass, and we'll have an instant grass overnight, which ordinarily, if you were to seed it and everything like that, it takes like 3 to 4 months to get grass. And this was from Lakeside Turf, Lakeside Sod. That's the name of the company. Nicest people in the world. They helped me and they raised this grass for me. But if you're in the area and they're driving by, just stop and see what we've developed in the last month and a half on this property in front of Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more. Thank you for listening to us, Charlie. Thank you, folks.
Patriots and Heroes Park, and I'm about to show you a creation, an astounding creation by Don Perino, a local artist and internationally renowned artist and friend of the chairman, Mr. Russ Salvatore. We weren't sure what this was going to look like because it's been undercover, being created by Mr. Perino for so long, but no words are needed for this monument. We all know what it's for. Just looking at it, it's astounding to see the tribute that Mr. Perino, through his friend Russell J. Salvatore, has made to this event in our nation's history, 9/11. I think we need to hear from the chairman himself on how this all came about. Well, there he is at this most solemn moment.
Good morning, Charlie. How are you? Well, we did it again, Charlie. Our Patriots in Heroes Park is going to become one of the greatest landmarks in the city of Buffalo. I hope people enjoy and respect it as much as I do. Again, like I repeat myself, my good friend Don Perino has worked on this for quite a while, and it's a tribute to the 9/11. You got the fireman, the dog. If everybody's familiar with that picture that you've seen where they are raising the flag, well, he created this, made all of these statues all by hand. It is probably the most touchiest thing, touching. It just hits you right in the heart. You want to cry when you see this. And anybody that's interested that wants to see it, you're welcome to come out to our Patriots in Heroes Park. Bring your camera with you and everything, because it's something that will be remembered. It's 10 years, September, and it's going to be a big tribute to the 9/11, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. Thank you, Charlie.
Ave Maria, gratia plena, Maria, gratia plena, Maria, gratia plena, Ave, Ave Dominus, Dominus tecum. Thank you, Russ Salvatore, and thank you, Don Perino. I am so moved by this monument. Thank you. God bless these people, and God bless America.
I would just like to say, welcome to Patriots in Heroes Park. We started this a year ago with my friend Charlie. He helped me get the name to it, and we are so proud of this here park that we are in the process of right now building a memorial for 9/11. They're going to dedicate it on the September. And my good friend Don Perino has made the statues of that picture of the firemen raising the flag at the particular time of that big tragedy. Let me take you over and just introduce you to this beautiful, beautiful Patriot and Heroes Park memorial that we're going to put in. Come with me, my beautiful friends.
Thank you.
This is where we're starting. We're going into the north end of Patriots and Heroes Park. That is the steelwork that Don Perino put together. That's one of the pieces of the memorial. There's going to be another piece go behind it. Then he's got some figurines going to be over here of the fireman, the dog. Over here, a big flag. They're raising the flag, and that's it. But isn't it a beautiful start?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be another memorial for Transit Road. And I hope that people will come out and sit around the park. We'll have benches here, have flowers all around, real nice. If people partake in it, just come over and say a nice little prayer for the people that went through such a tragedy. I still can't believe something like this happened in the United States of America.
It's beautiful tributes. It'll look very nice
Well,
when it's all done.
Thank you. Thank you, Wally. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, James, for coming in all the way from North.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. Thank you, Russ Salvatore. You do this for us, and we love you. Thank you. It's the weekend of 9/11. It's a Friday night, and this is Patriots and Heroes Park. This is the memorial that was designed and built by Mr. Don Perino, friend of Mr. Russ Salvatore. And here it is, evening, lit up with the twin tower beams in the background to signify the eternal nature of this event that changed the history of our country. It's a beautiful tribute and memorial. It's a humble tribute commissioned by Mr. Russ Salvatore for Patriots and Heroes Park. It's magnificent. I'm speechless just seeing this reenactment of the beams of light from Lower Manhattan that we are recreating here at Patriots and Heroes Park in front of the Salvatore Grand Hotel and Russell's on Transit Road in the town of Lancaster. I would like to focus in on the beautiful light show. It's just amazing to see what one man can do. This is a tribute to all the first responders and people who were lost, citizens, Americans who were lost of all faiths in the 9/11 tragedy. And Mr. Salvatore Russ felt that this would be his way to honor the 10th anniversary with a tribute. Statues are of the first responders and firemen and who hoisted the flag that day, with the remaining carnage and of 9/11 of the towers in the background. I am moved by this here at Patriots and Heroes Park. With the beautiful flag, the largest in New York State, flying on the same site. It's still tonight. It's not a breezy night. It's a calm, beautiful fall night here at the Salvatore Grand Hotel. This memorial has moved a lot of people to come and visit Patriots and Heroes Park and to see the tribute. Commissioned by Russ Salvatore and designed by Don Perino. People just come and bring their children and teach them about what it means, what 9/11 meant to this country.
Listen to this. This is important. The passengers on board had been alerted by loved ones on the ground of other attacks taking place in New York City and Manhattan. Realizing that they were aboard another suicide mission, it is believed that the collective passenger revolt resulted in the plane not reaching its destination.
in pursuit of justice.
Unselfish act of will
What have you done, you cruel and senseless people?
certainly serves
You who have been fooled into thinking that your terrorist crime on 9/11 would demoralize us. You only awakened a sleeping giant. Your act has touched us to the depth of our soul and now speaks to us as one voice. We, this land, this nation, this America, shall pursue our justice. For as long as we exist, you cannot take from us our way of life. Words well spoken, written by Don Perino. In memory of Tuesday, 9/11, 2001. Thank you, Russ Salvatore. Thank you. Here we have the test raising of the wonderful flag provided by Russell J. Salvatore here at Patriots and Heroes Park. Chairman has arrived to make the first crank.
Alrighty, go ahead.
Sir, why don't you
Where's
put the
the
first
flag?
crank? We need you to put the first crank up there.
Oh,
There it
me?
is. It's ready to go.
Oh my gosh, we're making history here.
The chairman himself will be the very first person to ever crank this flagpole, raising this enormous, wonderful flag here over Patriots and Heroes Park. Beautiful lighting provided by JEG and Joe Fenara. There he is. This is a test. This isn't the actual dedication ceremony, but we just couldn't wait. We had to get this flag up. The chairman himself wanted to see it flying over this beautiful park that he created in honor of all patriots and heroes who have served their fellow man, not just their country, their fellow man. This park is dedicated to you. With a few preliminary glitches, it'll make its way to the top. I am so excited. You can hear it in my voice. The drama. It's brand new, just assembled, and there it goes. Oh, I'm moved. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. There we go. Beautiful. Here it's going, it's unfurling. Land where my fathers died, land of the patriots' pride.
Yeah, I can see already.
Oh, it's enormous. I'm gonna have to stand back to capture its full glory and grace. Red, white, and blue. Over the village of Township of Lancaster. This is one of the biggest flags in the United States. Russ loves to overdo it, but this isn't overdoing it. This is a real tribute to all our patriots and heroes here in Western New York and all over America.
You probably make the news because some of you are anxious looking at it.
That's beautiful. No question about it. It's a magnificent flag. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. While the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave or the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless you, Russ Salvatore. How about a few words from the chairman himself? How are you feeling this moment, Russ?
Oh, I feel excited, Charlie. I've been looking forward for this. We were going to hold off about a week, and I just couldn't hold off anymore. And it's just, look at this thing. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. God's almighty. Nice breezy day for it to go up. Those guys, it's a lot harder than I thought it would be.
How about a chorus of God Bless America, Russ?
Oh, my voice is not that good. I had too much vodka last night, Charlie.
Come on, Russ.
God
bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. We are at Patriots and Heroes Park at the Salvatore Grand Hotel. This is the newest project that Mr. Russ Salvatore has commissioned. And actually, here's the chairman himself to explain what we got going on here.
Hello, Charlie. How are you? We got a nice sunny day. We're working pretty good out here on our Hamlet Day, where people are bringing hams out to the restaurant. Let me give you a little explanation we got going here. This is the wall that's being built for our new memorial, 3407, dedicated to the people in Clarence for that crash. It's the start. It's hard to explain what it looks like. What it's going to look like, it's going to be a big wing, and then there'll be a big sign, all driving with 3407. Hope to be done by the middle of May for this. And it's just the start of what it looks, Charlie. It looks like nothing right now, but I mean, down the line, you'll be able to put piece to piece together and see how beautiful it'll turn out.
Well, Russ, that's great. It's another memorial to the downed aircraft and the families of Flight 3407 here at Patriots and Heroes Park. And it's another project commissioned by Russ Salvatore. The artist was Don Perino.
Don Perino, my great friend. He did an unbelievable job when they see what he did. Just another great, beautiful tribute to what he did. The same like the 9/11 memorial that he did that at the other end in our Patriots and Heroes Park.
And we got to say something about Don from Don's Welding, the fabricator. He's the fabricating artist who has worked on the welding.
Yeah. But it's the start. Probably another month we should have it all done, Charlie.
We'll see you then.
Thank you, sir.
Here we are at the site of the Flight 3407 memorial is being put together by Russ Salvatore and artist Don Perino. Here we are, privileged to be in a work session at the site. Foundation is being laid, and here's the creative process at work.
Okay, good. All right, sheet it to the back. We can cut this one off and this one off and move back to here. Okay. If you look at the piece, you'll notice that it's dramatic on the end. You notice? It's cut on an angle like this. So that would be like this, on an angle like that.
That's artist Mr. Don Perino describing his rendition of the Flight 3407 monument.
And then it starts to scoop up. I'll be here. Scoop it up and build it up until it comes to this point. You're at maybe 14 feet. You pick up maybe 4 feet. You got that like that. You got that curve, and then this is a dramatic edge. See it? Because the piece is all angles, so you want to correlate with the background.
But you can make this with the drive-it.
Yes. Okay. Good. Very good.
We put the block in on an angle, then you can.
I wanted to do it and drive it, but if you want to do it in that, it's all right. But you have a drive it finish because it has to be smooth.
And we can exaggerate with the drive-it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
There you heard it.
I can
The
actually.
creative process at work. What do you think, Mr. Salvatore?
Oh, another big project coming up, Charlie. You know, too bad the weather's not nice. We had nice weather last week. I would have been done by now. It's a little chilly out here. Maybe the middle of May we'll have it done.
It'll be beautiful. The Flight 3407 Memorial, as described by, built by Mr. Russ Salvatore and described by artist Don Perino.
Could you come up on that angle?
Yeah, he overbuilds it and then he
With
cuts it.
block. So another.
Oh, look fat there, man.
Here I am at the end of March. I'm with the chairman of the board, Mr. Russ Salvatore. Good morning, Russ. How you doing?
Hello, Charlie. How are you this morning? Nice
Great.
to see you.
You know, I've been noticing there's some new activity going on out there at the Patriots and Heroes Park. I see there's some new construction going on. Kind of wondering what it was.
Well, you know, Charlie, the warm weather last week that we got gives me all the initiative to do something nice for the community. And I've always had a little soft spot in my heart for that flight that crashed out in Clarence 3407. So Don Perino and I decided that we'd like to put a big memorial out in that park. And it's going to be probably finished in the middle of May, which we'll have an announcement and invite people there to help us do the unveiling. But I'll just show you a little bit of a sketch that we got going. This is one of Don Perino's sketches. It indicates a big airplane, you know, and this is like a bird. I forgot what it's.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, that's what it is, Charlie. You're very,
The rise of the Phoenix rising to the heavens.
very, very good. Man, oh man, you're my history book, Charlie. I got to keep you with me. There's no way I'm going to fire you.
Mr. Perino, I ran into him and he gave me a little rundown on it. He made sure I knew it was a Phoenix.
Yes, it is the Phoenix. So this is going to be putting up there, and then we have, this is a small little model of what it's going to look. This is a big 16-foot wall, all be painted blue. And then we got the lettering, a memorial for Flight 3407. This is the picture of the thing. It's out of cement slab. There'll be benches all around for people to sit around and that. But it's just another memorial that...
Well, Russ, let me ask you this. Since I know you were inspired by the fact that the flight path of the Continental 3407 flight and most other flights come right over Patriots and Heroes Park. Could you tell us a story about how you looked up into the sky and you saw these airplanes going by every day and you thought it would be a great idea to put a memorial for all the families to come down here on Transit Road?
Oh, yes, I thought it was. I mean, I checked with the chamber out in Clarence. We didn't do nothing without their permission. They feel very, very honored that someone is going to spend this type of money for the respect for the people that were on that flight. And I've been in touch with quite a few people from the chamber. And this is how it all started. They approved of it. And again, like I said and repeat myself, this is only the second of a few more testimonials that we'd like to put in the park. You know, I'd like to do one for the law enforcement, another one for the all the different servicemen. I'll probably get about a half a dozen. You know, it takes a while, but I mean, if anybody hasn't seen the 9/11 memorial that we put in the park, they're welcome to take a ride over there as soon as the weather gets nice and sit out. You want to see something touching and make you cry, and that's another big structure that Don Perino put together for me. The man's a genius. He just tell him what I want, and he gets out there and he works his fingers to the bone and comes up with a nice product, and it makes me feeling good inside.
Well, thanks, Russ. We really look forward to gauging the progress of the new memorial. Maybe we'll get a shot outside, and you can give us a little outside tour as soon as the weather breaks.
I'd be more than happy to, and have everyone keep watching Facebook when we make the announcement for the unveiling. I would like them to come, and we'll be having a few sandwiches and cocktails, and few politicians with elbows, and we'll let you know when it's going to be.
Sandwiches and cocktails, I'll be there.
Oh, you're on a diet, Charlie. You can't be.
Here we are at the site of the Flight 3407 Memorial is being put together by Russ Salvatore and artist Don Perino. Here we are privileged to be in a work session at the site. foundation is being laid, and
quite a bit because now I got to come to this side and that side.
here's the creative process at work.
Cheating. Okay, good, good. All right, cheat it to the back.
We can cut this one off and this one off and move back to here.
If you look at the piece, you'll notice that it's dramatic on the end. You notice? It's cut on an angle like this. So that would be like this, on an angle like that.
That's artist Mr. Don Pirano describing his rendition of the Flight 3407 monument.
And then it starts to scoop up. I'll be here. Scoop it up and build it up until it comes to this point. You're at maybe 14 feet. You pick up maybe 4 feet. You got that like that. You got that curve, and then this is a dramatic edge. See it? Because the piece is all angles, so you want to correlate with the background.
But you can make this with the drive-in.
Yes. Okay. Good. Very good.
We put the block in
Okay.
on an angle, and then you can.
I wanted to do it in drive-it, but if you want to do it in that, that's all right. But you have a drive-it finish because it has to be smooth.
And we can exaggerate with the drive-in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
There you heard it.
I can
The
actually
creative process at work. What do you think, Mr. Salvatore?
Oh, another big project coming up, Charlie. You know, too bad the weather's not nice. We had nice weather last week. I would have been done by now. It's a little chilly out here. Maybe the middle of May we'll have it done.
It'll be beautiful. The Flight 3407 Memorial, as described by, built by Mr. Russ Salvatore and described by artist Don Pirano.
Could you come up on that angle?
Yeah, he overbuilds it and then he cuts it.
So another.
Today is Monday, April 2nd. I'm here at Patriots in Heroes Park with artist Don Pirano and Russell J. Salvatore, who have commissioned the Flight 3407 Memorial. And I'd like to ask Mr. Pirano to take us through a conceptual idea of what his creation is going to be here.
Well, when we see it, we're going to see it. It's an abstract piece, and it's like the phoenix, a mythical bird that picks up the fuselage of this plane and takes it up to Valhalla, to heaven.
So as I pan around here,
It's all steel. It's all steel, polished steel, and I did it myself. And I asked for no money. I wanted no support. I wanted to do this, and it's my gift, as Russell gave his great gift of this park to the people of Western New York.
now this memorial is right along the flight path to the Buffalo Airport, so it's a fitting tribute, Mr. Pirano. You have it sort of right in its flight path, and as I pan around, it seems to be, there it is, being built right now. Maybe you can describe what they're doing there.
Well, that's the housing for the steel sculpture piece. That will be on an angle, a severe angle, and it will be painted a dark blue, and will have letters on it that will say, you know, in tribute to the departed people from that lost their lives in the 3407, Flight 3407. And those letters are made out of steel, and they emulate the sculpture piece, which is made out of steel. It's a semi-abstract piece, and that will be to the left. It's asymmetrical, and this will house it. This piece unit will house it.
Now you mentioned fabricating and welding. Who was? Did you do a lot of that work, or was that?
I did a lot of the work, but I had about 3 welders work with me.
I see. Well, thank you, Mr. Pirano. Mr. Salvatore, you have a word or two you'd like to say about the memorial in May?
The only thing I can say is I'm very proud to be good friends with Don. Don did the sculpture piece of the 9/11 one at the other end of the park, and people are familiar with our Patriots and Heroes Park.
Here, I'll pan around to it.
And this is the second monument that we're going to be putting up. But we do have plans of doing one for the law enforcement and one for your memorial for the servicemen. And I hope I live long enough to get about at least a half a dozen memorials, which Don will be behind all of them. And it's just going to be a place that will be here forever and ever. It's in my foundation, and it's a place for a destination place for people to come if they ever come into the city of Buffalo. And you know, and be with their families. It's something nice. Better than the plaza, Charlie. It's way better than the plaza.
It's nice that you made some green space in the middle of all this chaos, Mr. Salvatore. And on behalf of the families and everything, I'm sure they're going to find this a great place to come and relax and enjoy the vista and the view of Russell's and the Salvatore Grand Hotel here on Transit and Freeman Road. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
Are you ending that, Charlie? I'd like to just say
yes, sir, Mr.
one more word. The problem with this country right now is we're divisive. We're divided. Why don't we have more men like Russ Salvatore, who has nothing in his heart but love for people? And why don't people realize what we have here? We have a treasure here. This is a beautiful gift. It's a vehicle for my work, for sure. And I enjoy doing these things because every artist wants to be exposed. But it's people like Russell who came up with this idea to do this and finance this park and give it to the people of Western New York. People like Russell create love and group feeling, collective feeling, not divisive feeling. And that's what's been happening, and I think it should stop. And I don't want to get political, but I'll tell you what, I just hope that people would understand what we have a real treasure here in Mr. Salvatore.
Well, God bless you, Mr. Perino, and we thank you, Mr. Salvatore.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you.
24/7, management and the boss, the chairman, taking care of guests. Monday morning, and the line is being served. Unbelievable. Boss is in the back of the house. He's in the front of the house. Constantly saying hello to his friends.
Somebody bought the school, they built it in my name. So I built the school for them and I donated to them. So they bring the students when they get out of high school. There's a kitchen back there. They learn the training and everything when they come in here and do their internship. We teach them how to cook it at. But it's expanded into a computer school and a chemistry school. It's doing real well.
Yeah.
It's
wonderful.
Yeah.
What you think I'm too old to go back to
Never too old.
Never too old.
Everybody told me I was too old to go back in business. You think I'm too old to go back in business?
No way.
I heard you.
Sorry.
He's too old, but then again, he's not too old.
Kicking 80.
Kicking 80. You're practically, you're 70.
I'm 78.
Are you?
Yes.
I'm that far back.
Yeah.
78.
Yeah, 78 years old.
That's what keeps you going.
And then I built, did you see the beautiful park I built in the front? The restaurant when you leave here?
I'm going to look. Yeah, I didn't see it.
That's brand new. It's only about a month old. I had plans to build a big plaza there, and then I changed it. I want to borrow more money. And I built a beautiful park in honor of our patriots and our heroes. When you leave here, where are you from? Canada?
Rochester.
Oh, you're from Rochester. Yeah, you don't sound Canadian.
Yeah.
You gotta be, hey, you know. But when you pull out or you walk out, you leaving now?
Yes.
Come on, I walk outside.
Oh, wonderful.
And I tell you, it's the best.
What an accomplishment.
You know?
It's excellent.
What you see right across the street there?
That green came up this way. Across the street on this side.
6 weeks ago, that was a big field. And I thought about it overnight. I come in here, put a crew together, and we put a beautiful park and donated it to all the veterans and the heroes and everything. And it's got to stay a park like that forever and ever, even when I die. And it's the Russell J. Salvatore Patriots and Heroes Park. Isn't it beautiful?
I think it's beautiful. It is excellent.
Unbelievable.
Gee, an acre of land, an acre and a half of land, and the town is so happy. The most expensive piece of property on Transit Road, I made it into a park for everybody to go sit there. And I tell you, it's amazing when I tell you, 6 weeks ago, Charlie, 6 weeks ago was a big empty field. Isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful. Oh, look
This right here.
Right there. The whole front.
Yeah.
And then we got the flowers and underneath.
It's right on the street.
Yeah, people
trailer.
bring their dogs, sit around there and everything. I got over 1,000 plants all along the side. Now this is not my land. They were doing the
Oh, I
work
thought
on
you were-
Trent. No, I'm not going to do no more additions. This is happy. I'm happy with the 80 years. You know, I'm trying to make it just better and better and better.
Now, Russ, how long you had this?
It'll be 2 years in November.
Last year, we keep getting
I have 2 years in November. It was empty. I bought the 5 acres. It was just a field. I built it in 6 months. I built it when I decided I was going to do that. You know, everybody was talking. I was going, you know, take your money. You're too old. Go out and have fun. People are fun for me.
I know
You
that.
know that. I got to be with people. I work my
Definitely.
time.
That's what keeps you young.
Yeah, but I'm
Really,
here.
it keeps you
I go
going.
straight out to 1 o'clock in the morning.
I know.
You know, and I love it.
I
About
know
10
you do.
o'clock, I have my 3 or 4 vodka martinis, a steak dinner, a cigarette, and go to sleep.
Russ, do you
Can't
still
get
have
better
your
than
drink
that.
Huh?
You still have your drink at night?
He just said that.
Yeah, I'll let you know if you're sure, because I usually have a 2 Manhattans and I'm doing well.
That's all I have. I have like 2 or 3 vodka on the rocks.
Oh, beautiful.
You know, before I sit
And
down.
none of us, I can keep that
And
up.
you know,
It keeps you strong.
I'm a late eater. I'm a 9, 10 o'clock eater.
That's us.
And then I go to sleep and I sit at the bar with the TVs and, you know, I live right upstairs. And I like it. This is Charlie. Charlie's my publisher. These lovely people are from
Charlie.
Rochester. You know, introduce yourself. He makes videos for me and we'll be on Facebook. Are you mixed up with Facebook?
I am.
I go on Facebook. Yeah, you'll be on
It'll
Facebook
keep you
tomorrow
real
morning.
young.
Charlie, what is your name?
Aldell.
Nice to meet
And
you.
my
Al.
wife, Mary.
Mary,
This
nice
is
to
White
meet you.
Mary. These people come in from Rochester and patronize me. They've watched me get old and gray. Then he caught up to me.
And we both did.
I passed you up. You know that? Doesn't he look like my brother? You know that? Oh, it's so nice to have you with me. Thank you so much.
We love coming down here. We got to come down.
Just love
Got to
it.
come down. Got to come down, see Russ, see how he's doing.
Oh, thank you.
Very
So,
nice.
3.
Good morning, Charlie. How are you? Here it is Wednesday morning on August, what's it, the 12th, 13th? I just want to make an announcement, Charlie. We finally got Michael the Archangel statue up here done by Don Perino. And isn't it gorgeous, Charlie? What do you think of it?
It's beautiful, Russ. And what is the significance of Michael the Archangel?
Michael the Archangel is a saint for all law enforcement, and it's a patriot and hero saint, which is in statues in Italy and one's in France. This statue here has been designed and poured in the city of Buffalo. It's bigger than the one that's in the old country. I would just like to make an announcement that next Wednesday we're going to have the unveiling of this beautiful statue. And if anybody is listening, we'll be doing it at 11:30 in the morning. I'll be having a nice lunch around the park. I got such dignitaries as Sheriff Howard, Brian Higgins, and we're going to have the honor guard. We're going to have horses, motorcycles. It's going to be a big event down here in my Patriots and Heroes Park. And if anybody is interested in coming, it's open to the public. I'd appreciate if you come out and pay a little tribute to the people that put this up, and also for people responsible for it being here. It took 9 months to make, Charlie, and I am so proud of it. We have the 9/11 Memorial, we have the 3407 Memorial, and now this is our next big memorial that's going to be presented to the people out here for the city of Buffalo. That's all for the public and for everybody to enjoy, to come out and enjoy themselves. So if you are listening, if you're not doing nothing, you want to take a ride over to our Patriots and Heroes Park. 11:30, we're going to have the presentation around noon, 12:30. Get yourself a little bite to eat. I appreciate you listening to me. Thank you, Charlie.
This is what it's like to ride around with the chairman. Folks, we're here at the Salvatore Grand Hotel. It's a Saturday morning. Unlike any other Saturday morning.
Just drove. I picked that up on the way back.
But here we are with the chairman surveying the new section of the Salvatore Grand Hotel. Oh, look at this beautiful portico driveway. Look at the landscaping and amazing artwork provided by one of the employees here at the Salvatore Grand. We're riding around in the
That's going to be all grass, right? That's going to be all grass. That's going to be all grass.
Don't put a miniature golf course there.
Awesome.
I already started stripping apart the miniature golf course.
It's all right. You can take it right up. You can take it right up.
Want to see the picture? I've got it on drawing and everything.
oh, hey, pull in.
Come on, guy, where you going?
Pull in. We'll be right there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Here we are pulling into the Russell's Salvatore's Patriots and Heroes Park. See, we have the monument 3407, the memorial to the flight that crashed here in Clarence Center. And as we come around, amazing. Amazing. This is a sneak preview of the St. Michael the Archangel tribute to all past and present law enforcement officers.
And all the servicemen too. We looked that up, and it's all also dedicated for the servicemen. It's for all law enforcement officers and all branches of the service.
What inspired you to do this, Mr. Salvatore?
Well, when I got very, very close with the sheriffs when they lost a horse after the Italian festival last year, and
the state trooper, wasn't it?
On the trailer tripped and the horse hung, and that was with the sheriff's department, and Mike and our present sheriff, and I got close, and I don't know, it's just out of spirit of the moment, I says, you know, we did a tribute by donating the horse, and I just want to try to do something more for the park, for people that are involved with the country, and that comes from the heart, Charlie. I don't know what makes me do it, but I mean, it took them about 9 months to make it, and we are going to be having a presentation on the 21st of this month at noon. If anybody's listening, they're welcome to come out, and we'll be serving a light lunch in the park. But we're going to have quite a bit of dignitaries here, so I mean, we'll be making an announcement on it. Let's hope the weather's nice.
So this 21st of August at noon.
Yeah, the 21st of August. I'm pretty sure that's on a Wednesday.
Now, I remember when the state police recently lost one of their members. You were touched by that when Officer Dobson and his family lost their loved one, and you felt that was. I think you remember. You felt that it was important to have a monument in honor of all law enforcement.
Yes,
that was.
Right. But it's breathtaking. I'm so pleased the way it turned out. It must stand a good 17 feet high. Wouldn't you say, Mike? That's good 17, 18 feet high.
Amazing. Smiting the unjust.
Absolutely spectacular.
You know, there was all a Russian guy carved that all out.
Good morning, Mr. Salvatore. Another day at the Salvatore Grand Hotel, and I see you're surveying the property.
Yes, I'm here this morning. My good friend Manny has come to say good morning to me.
Morning, Manny.
And he is so excited about the landscaping we did. But Charlie, I'm a little bit more excited, and I'm going to show you something that no one has ever done in Buffalo, New York, maybe the United States. I always discussed about the statue we're having made of Michael the Archangel. Well, it's come in, and we're going to be erecting it today like about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Is that so?
And Charlie, it is the most gorgeous piece anybody will ever see in Buffalo, New York. You have to go to the old country in France to see this here. Beautiful. It is better than the statue that is made in France.
Now, what was the statue of Michael the Archangel? What is the significance of it? Why are we doing this?
Archangel is a statue that's going to be put in our Patriots and Heroes Park, and a statue that's going to be dedicated to all the law enforcement. It's a saint for protecting all law enforcement. Everything, the army, the police, the sheriffs, and we're putting that in honor of all our law enforcement people in Buffalo.
So you know the finest in Buffalo are going to have to come down here to get blessed.
They got to come down here and see it. But it is going to be 16 feet high.
So this also commemorates all law enforcement that gave their lives in the line of duty.
Look at that.
Holy shit.
Look at that.
Look at that. Charlie. Oh.
There it is in the, it's still in a truck, but you can see part of it. This is the statue before it's about to be erected.
This is all made out of a marble substance. First you make it out of clay, you make a form, you pour rubber over it, and then you pour this marble substance into the form. And this thing is going to be erected in our Patriots and Heroes Park, and it's going to end up 17 feet high. Wow. Look at this.
Amazing. All law enforcement in Western New York and throughout the state will be proud of this monument that dedicates their service. It's a dedication. It's a Michael the Archangel standing here on its base at Patriots and Heroes Park in front of the Salvatore Grand Hotel on Transit Road in Lancaster. It's going to be a place where law enforcement could come and know that the blessed saint will be watching over them and thanking them for their service. This is touching. Only Mr. Salvatore could think of something like this. And as you can see, he is involved in every way. He is.
The steel beam. The reason for that, they got to get a crane hook on the steel beam, and they'll lift it up like this and bring it over to the pedestal. I've got the pedestal out there. I got to show you that thing that it's going to go on.
Wow, this is amazing. You are a great human being. There is no duplication of Russell Salvatore in Buffalo ever, or the United States, for your kindness to everybody. Now that you're dedicating this to the finest of Buffalo, I think this is a tribute in recognition of how good of a man you are. Proud of being your friend, and I'm sure Charlie is too.
I'm chronicling every second of it because this is something that cannot be and will not be ever duplicated. Thank you, Mr. Salvatore, for your generosity and your time, and I'm glad I stumbled on this little event today.
Thank you, and I'll inform you over on Facebook when we have the unveiling of it. We'll be having a nice luncheon. The people that are listening are welcome to come and partake. We'll have all the law enforcement's out here, big band and so forth, and we'll probably be doing it at the end of the month, and I'll let everybody know about it. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity and good afternoon to you. I was asked to describe how this all took place. Well, Russell got the idea because we always try to benefit someone, and this is law enforcement, as you could see, and the military forces. This is Michael the Archangel, patron saint of these people. We were going to put badges, we were going to put a wall, we were going to do this, we were going to do that. I did a lot of sketches, we went around in circles, and then I decided that I wanted to go with a classic piece. Years ago, I did a Centurion Guard for Russell, but I did it in plaster, and we put it inside of a glass case, and it leaked in the case, and of course, the thing expanded, contracted, and Russell said, "Get over here," he said. That thing, it had as much detail as this. It had a helmet, the guy was like this with a shield, and when I got there, the arms had fallen off, the head had fallen down, so of course we had to get rid of that. Since then, I learned a little something about making a reverse mold and making it like we have it now, which is a stone mix with poly resin. One of the companies that helped me very much involved in this, that made that reverse mold, and their fabricators, is Buffalo Architectural Plastering Design. They did this front of the Shays Buffalo, and they do a lot of gorgeous buildings that and homes that are wealthy people that like this kind of ornateness from that period. This is in my psyche. It's been in my mind for, seems like forever, a good year. But again, I'd like to thank Russell, because without him we wouldn't be here. I'd like to thank my wife, because without her then I would not hear the criticism that, what do you think you're doing? And I wouldn't be able to function. I have two beautiful daughters, Dana and Dawn, and my beautiful wife Adele, and they're always behind me. And Charlie, ask me a question, I'll tell you no lies.
Well, Mr. Perino, we know you've created quite a few of the selections here at Patriots and Heroes Park.
Yes.
You've had a long collaboration with Mr. Salvatore for many, many years, and this is just one of the latest, Michael the Archangel. Can you describe some of the other statues that you've been involved with here at the park, the memorials?
I did a painting that was in City Hall. I did it the day that in 9/11, we got hit. Our buildings collapsed. The next day I went into my shop and I started painting a semi-abstract, very emotional piece, and we put it in City Hall for 2 months. When I first put it in, I put it in front of Teddy Roosevelt. And, oh my God, oh, you moved Teddy Roosevelt. And everybody got all upset until they came down and they saw it, and they started crying, and it was that emotional. It was that emotional time. I got so much reaction from it. I decided to do those statues, the 9/11 statues, which are 7 statues. That the dog, there's the guy down on his knees finding something. There's the one fireman holding his brow like this. You could see the garbage that was in their eyes. I worked hard on that. And those statues were supposed to go to New York. Of course, they did one of these things. Politics got involved, and as you know, it took 8-9 years for them to finally put up this skyscraper, which I got involved in that as well. And everybody said, "Are you nuts? You're going nowhere with that." There's 5,000 people from throughout the world that are trying to get do these buildings. Well, I put it in, and I got a call the next day. "Mr. Perino, yes, we're interested in your travelator." The travelator was a circular tube that went through 7 of my buildings, and it had a moving sidewalk. It had a focal point, and it had the steel in the middle that was oversized, and I had these buildings that went around in a corkscrew like this, and they were raked back like this. I got the idea from looking at an orange. Having said that, I said, she asked me, she said, "Would you be interested in doing it without getting too involved in other parts of the project, because we might be interested in someone else as far as the building is concerned?" I said, "My buildings have correlation. They look alike." So she said, "We're interested in the travelator. Would you be interested in doing that?" I said, "I'd be interested in anything." And she said, "Fine. What company are you with?" I said, "Myself." "Well, are you an architect?" "No, I'm a designer." "Well, aren't you with an architectural firm?" "No." That's going to be tough, Mr. Perino." "Why is that?" "You could have invented the Taj Mahal. It wouldn't fly down here. The Port Authority would never go for it. They want somebody that they could get involved with. And you saw what happened. It took 8-9 years to finally get the building going. I will say this. I was invited to the final 100. That's 5,000 throughout the world. And I was down there with Adele, and I think Peter and his wife and Peter O'Shea and Jerry, and we were there, and who walks in but, this might be interesting to you, but Trump, Donald Trump. So all the people that were listening to this one German outfit that was doing a building that was ridiculous, he came in and said, they made fun of my building, which is on 5th Avenue, and they said it was garish. They're trying to sell us on this corkscrew thing with this piece of steel sticking out because we don't know anything. And he turned around, and I had this big rendering, and he goes, what's wrong with that? And I was standing right there, and he goes, yeah, the problem with this is it makes sense. And everybody oohed and ahed, and he started a whole commotion. Well, that never flew. The building they got now is not the same. The waterfall is not the same. If you look at my renderings, you'll see that it's close to what they're doing. But that's here nor there. I don't want to get sued because I'm saying something. But hey, what is.
Well, Mr. Perino, this sculpture today is probably one of the nicest. It's comparative to anything that I've ever seen in Europe.
That's very perceptive of you because it is copied from that style. In fact, the one that I liked, and I made numerous sketches of, is St. Michael in France.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm sure this is going to live on, and Mr. Salvatore has leaned on your design and talent for many years. And
I just would like to say this. Look, I've been blessed because when you're an artist, a lot of artists I knew when I was a kid, they could draw, but they became barbers, they became this, they became that. They never followed up on it. I had an insatiable appetite to become an artist of some degree, do something. And I started doing clubs, and I started doing restaurants, and I started doing doctor's offices. I did everything that there was to be done. But when I ran into Russell, I did a lot of work with Jimmy Cosentino. Those days, it was pretty classy stuff. But when I ran into Russell, he and I were the same person. It's like we were made from the same fabric. He and I were temperamental. We wanted to get ahead. He wanted to get ahead. He wanted to be the best there is, and I wanted to be the best. Well, I would say, here's what you want to do. And I would be up all night, sketch everything, make a rendering, it'd be tacky. I'd give it to him. Is it going to look like this? No, it's going to look better. Oh, okay. Next day, we're in the ground, we're putting in the footer, and in comes, because it got back to them, the town. Russell, are you nuts? Jesus, you can't be building. Where's the building permit? Don, didn't you give him the building permit? Oh, I forgot. I got it at home. Naturally, I went home, laid everything out. 1/4 inch equals a foot. Made a schematic drawing, this and this and this. The next day, boom, I brought it back to the...
Here we are with the color guard waiting, assembled at Russell Steak Shops and More for the dedication of the St. Michael the Archangel statue. They represent every department here in Western New York for this day put together by Russ Salvatore and Sheriff Howard as the MC. And it will be starting momentarily. Welcome, Congressman Higgins, to this ceremony today at Russell Steak Shops and More. I know you're here on behalf of Russell. Can you give us just a few words? That's all.
Well, Russ Salvatore continues everything that happens good in Buffalo and Western New York. Russ Salvatore's behind. And recognizing our law enforcement community, I think, is fundamentally important as an urgent reminder as to how much we need our law enforcement community working together at all levels, state, local, federal, to keep us safe. So Russ Salvatore, again, is taking his generosity to recognize the extraordinary sacrifices of our law enforcement community.
It's an honor to have you here with us today, Congressman. I know you're busy, and for you to come out today is a very special endeavor. Thank you, sir.
I'm honored to be here. Thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen. The day has come. All the agencies are represented here at the Salvatore Grand Hotel.
But I knew that. That's why I wasn't. And we got a room, got that.
There it is, the statue of Michael the Archangel, ready to be unraveled. Soon the ceremony will begin. Here we got Ronnie DeJory, best friend of Russ Salvatore, and the Amherst Police, who are here and representing their agency at the memorial for dedicating the Law Enforcement Memorial St. Michael the Archangel. Hello, Mr. Picasso, Ronnie DeJory.
Congratulations to Russell and all his fine endeavors that he does for the community. It's great to see all the police departments represented here today. I wish continued success for everybody.
Thank you, sir, for your attendance today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. I just want to thank everyone for being here right now. It's another great day in my life. Thank you to the Sheriff's Department, all the officers, the Police Department, for such great respect, for such a great tribute to my park and your park. It's not my park, it's your park. It's a pleasure to have you with us. And with starting the ceremonies, I'd like to introduce just something a little bit different. We have Mr. Norm Wheeler. He has a special presentation to say before we start with our ceremonies. Norm, would you come up, please?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping down. And first of all, Mr. Salvatore, congratulations on the dedication of your Patriots and Heroes Park. Very nice. You're a true credit not only to Western New York, but to our entire nation as well. This past Sunday, we held our first annual motorcycle run, appropriately named Ride the Wind of Support for our Western New York heroes. Tying in Ken's Service and Sales, the American Grill, Made in America store, and 2 additional locations. The Holland Legion Post and the Arcade VFW Post, with over 100 motorcycles and 140 participants, with the proceeds benefiting one amazing local charity. Collectively, we chose the Western New York Heroes Group for one simple fact, and this is what everybody should remember right now. The Western New York Heroes Group prides itself by donating 100% of the funds raised not only from this event, but for every event moving forward. With that said, I'd like to call up Marcy Munson and Elaine Jardziniak. Marcy and Elaine, it is our pleasure to present to you a check for $2,235.
On behalf of Western New York Heroes, firstly, we'd like to thank Russell Salvatore for giving us this amazing opportunity to be here today and share in his special monumental event. We'd also like to thank Ken's Sales and Service, American Grill, and the Made in America store for this wonderful, huge donation to our organization, Western New York Heroes. Thank you.
Charlie, I'm presenting the horse that is made out of bronze. My good friend Don Perino did this for me as a tribute to Joe, the horse that got killed coming back from the Italian festival about a month ago. Wednesday we will be presenting the live horse to Joe, and this memorial will be going in our Patriots and Heroes Park that Don Perino made this for me to go along with his other sculptured pieces, the 911 and the 3407. Thank you, Don. You're my best friend, my friend. Thank you so much.